Medical practitioners have cautioned against the use of herbal remedies in managing diabetes and hypertension, as such treatments have frequently aggravated conditions rather than alleviated them. Dr. Ospencio Nkua, a physician at Langiza Chikondi Clinic, also refuted persistent misconceptions that diabetes is a curable disease, stressing the need for evidence-based medical interventions. We have details in this following report.
As the burden of non-communicable diseases like diabetes continues to rise in Zambia, many patients are turning to herbal concoctions and unregulated traditional remedies, often as a cheaper or more accessible alternative to clinic-based treatment. But medical experts at Langiza Chikondi Clinic say this growing trend is endangering lives.
Majority of traditional healers claim that these conditions are treatable.
Dr. Ospencio Nkua reveals that the clinic has seen an increase in patients who have presented themselves with worsening symptoms of the condition as a result of turning to traditional or herbal remedies.
People think it's curable. So these are people you see at the hospital, then they'll go back in society and they'll start trying herbal medication. And then they'll get back to the hospital with other complications. So these are conditions that are defined as chronic conditions. In short, these are lifestyle conditions. These are a lifetime or lifelong condition that are not curable. But the complications that are associated with these conditions can be prevented with the right medical treatment.
Dr. Nkua has also strongly dispelled the belief that diabetes is curable. He says what doctors manage are the complications and not the condition itself.
What's needed for the body to consume the sugar that it has is the insulin. So this is an individual that's not producing insulin because the organ that produces insulin isn't just producing the insulin. So this condition, the only way to treat this condition is giving this patient insulin by injection. And this has to be for a lifelong, for a lifetime. This is a patient who has to be receiving insulin for a lifetime.
The clinic is now calling for increased community outreach, urging Zambians to prioritize regular screening and adopt healthier lifestyles, including balanced diets and exercises. Despite the warning, herbal medicines remain popular across much of the country, often promoted through word of mouth or local markets. However, public health experts say without proper regulation and scientific validation, the risks outweigh the benefits. Thomas Mwale, reporting for Sun FM TV News in Lusaka.
We take a break and return for sports news.
Time is power. Our lives are powered by the sun. As the sun rises, so do we. It's time to power your life and say goodbye to blackouts with a new Topstar solar solution, the H50 hybrid system. Enjoy a safe and reliable solar solution at home or your business with the Topstar hybrid inverter, lithium battery, and 550-watt solar panels. Experience a peace of mind with reduced electricity bills, long warranty of up to 5 years with free installation. For more information, call or WhatsApp now on 0779 04 2000, 0779 04 2000, or visit our Facebook page at Topstar. Also, pay us a visit at our head office next to Arcade Shopping Mall. Topstar Solar. Power your life.
In sports, Mopani Copper Mines has reiterated its dedication to nurturing grassroots football talent in Zambia, as Chief Executive Officer Charles Sakanya confirmed the return of the IRH Mopani Challenge Cup for a second consecutive year. The announcement marks a renewed push by the mining giant to foster youth engagement and community development through sport. Sakanya revealed that the off-season football showdown will feature Mopani Copper Mines sponsored sides Mufulira Wanderers and Nkana Football Club. In the spirit of developing youth football, Sakanya noted that this year's edition will also feature junior teams and women's teams who are expected to compete in their respective categories. He confirmed that the first leg of the IRH Mopani Challenge Cup, scheduled for Nkana Stadium, will be played on the 19th of July 2025, while the second leg is slated for Shinde Stadium on the 2nd of August 2025.
It brings me great joy to stand before you today as we officially announce the return of the IRH Mopani Challenge Cup for its second edition. Following the tremendous success of last year's inaugural tournament, we are excited to establish this as an annual tradition, one that not only showcases the exceptional talent of our local team, but also fosters community spirit and promotes charitable giving. Please mark your calendars for the 19th of July 2025, when the first leg of the Challenge Cup will take place at Nkana Stadium. The excitement continues with the second leg on 2nd August 2025 to be held at Shinde.
Meanwhile, IRH Director of Operations Gareth Taylor expressed his institution's desire not only to improve Zambian football, but also to support unprivileged communities. He expressed delight that proceeds raised through gate takings and other ventures connected to the IRH Mopani Challenge Cup are donated to charitable organizations. Last year, 202,436 kwacha was raised and distributed as donations to charities such as the Twikatane Association of People Living with Disabilities, Dayspring Street Life Child's Home, Mulundu Orphanage Center, and Children in Distress, among others.
Well, I think anything that helps improve the performance of top-flight clubs has to help improve the performance of the Zambia national team, right? So if you look at last year, when I came here, both Nkana and Mufulira were struggling. There was Mufulira avoided relegation, I think, on the last day or the second last match of the season. This year, Nkana should have won. Okay? I have to mention some poor behavior from the Nkana supporters, which I hope will never ever be repeated. But they finished third, and I think that's significant. Equally, Mufulira finished 8th, right?
Yeah.
So that's improvement. And if the teams are improving, the national team has to improve. That's the way I look at it.
To end the news, we recap on the headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema has reaffirmed Zambia's unwavering commitment to eradicating malaria, one of the country's most persistent public health threats. The Zambia Police Service has marked a major milestone in its journey toward digital transformation and institutional excellence with the rollout of 3 key tools: the Gender Information Management System, a digital roster, and a new e-learning platform. Medical practitioners have cautioned against the use of herbal remedies in managing diabetes and hypertension, as such treatments have frequently aggravated conditions rather than alleviated them. In sports, Mopani Copper Mines has reaffirmed the dedication to nurturing grassroots football talent in Zambia, as Chief Executive Officer Charles Sakanya confirmed the return of the IRH Mopani Challenge Cup for a second consecutive year. That's where we end. Do have a great one and stay tuned to Sun FM TV.
Warm your winter with a heated FIFA Club World Cup showdown on Top Star for just 210 kwacha on Antenna Classic or Dish Smart. Continue to witness pure